Hey guys, okay, so most of us girls have been in that awkward situation where there's this guy and he just can't seem to get the message that you don't want to go out with him. And you don't want to reject him by saying, I don't want anything to do with you, because that's just not cool. So in this video, I'm going to show you some great ways to reject a guy while still being nice and, sweet to him without hurting him. Okay, so first, here are the don'ts. Whatever you do, do not do these things while rejecting your guy, because all it's going to do is probably just make him feel bad, and you don't want to do that. Do not take him on a little date out of the way just to tell him you don't like him. If you don't like him, tell him straight up front, because if you take him out on a little date to get coffee or a milkshake, he's going to think it's an actual real date, and you're just going to lead him on, and he's going to be crushed when you tell him that you don't want anything to do with him. So do not tell him why you're not interested in him. If he wants to know, he's going to ask you why you don't want to go out with him. Because if you tell him all the things that's wrong with him, it's probably going to hurt his feelings and just make him feel bad. And that's what we don't want to do. Okay, so don't tell a guy that you want to be his friend and not his girlfriend unless you really mean it. Because guys usually don't get the memo that this means stay away from me, I don't want anything to do with you, and he's gonna go through with it and try to be your friend, and it's just gonna get really annoying. This is something you're gonna want to do in person, so whatever you do, just make sure you don't email him, call him, or text him. Next, here are the things that you do want to do. Okay, so you're gonna want to tell him in a private setting. Probably it would be best in a school hallway before or after school where the halls are pretty empty. I would say after school, because if you tell him before school, it's kind of going to ruin his whole day, and he's just going to be distracted the whole day. So probably after school, or maybe on Friday where it's just going to be the weekend, so he can kind of take it all in and come back Monday a whole new guy, all ready to meet the world and all that. But yeah, you're definitely going to want to do it. Oh, my arm's itchy. You're definitely going to want to tell him in a private place, because you don't want people interrupting you, because that'll just put it off longer, making it harder for you and for him. Because, well, it's going to be hard when you get right to the point where you're going to tell him, so here's the thing. I've been thinking about it, and we just don't, and then someone's just going to run in saying, oh my gosh, you have to say this, come here, the principal's dancing in his boxers, whatever. Because that's totally going to ruin the moment. So don't do that. Make sure you're in a private place. And also, you don't want him to feel bad. So, people might make fun of him. You don't know. So make sure there aren't a lot of people around. Okay, so you do want to make sure that you're honest with the guy. You don't want to lie to him by saying, oh, well, my dad is, he has a new job in, Antarctica. And I have to come with him to make sure that he gets there safe and he has something to eat. So it's last minute, I'm leaving tomorrow. Sorry, I can't, go out with you, but I don't know how long I'll be there. Yeah, don't do that. Be honest with him. Tell him that you can't see you guys being more than friends. Only if you want to be friends. Remember, don't tell him that you want to be friends if you don't. Tell him that that he's a nice guy, but you guys just aren't right for each other, or that here's a really good one. Tell him that you just don't feel a spark, and that he's nice and he'll be great for someone else, just not for you. Because you do want to flatter him, that's really important. Make him feel good, don't bag on him. Okay, so remember that before you go out and start rejecting this guy in the ways I told you to, think about maybe giving him a chance before you do it, because he might surprise you. He might not be so bad. So think about that. Subscribe!